Hello everybody and welcome to Open TTD, the game about organization, making money, and maybe sprinkling in a couple of war crimes while you're at it. Let's get started now, shall we? I started my company off in the nice small town of Winningley. I built my HQ there and then I got to work on organizing my company. First things first, I built a small bus route moving between Winningley and Winningley Central to earn back some of that money we've lost on interest. I appropriately named the company We Move Big Men Incorporated because we move big men, and I named myself president because I, of course, couldn't think of anyone more suited to that role than me. Oh, and I took out a nice small loan of $200,000 just to get us started. You know how it is. Alright, so now that we've got that set up, let's... Oh. What's this? Huh. It seems there's a little bit of competition forming nearby in the form of Durham Transport. Well, it's no trouble. In fact, I welcome it, since competition is what capitalism is all about. And besides, with my prices, efficiency, and business plan, there's no way this guy stands a chance. Well, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, moving big men is our primary directive here, but moving goods and resources is a great way to earn some extra cash, so I decided it would be best to move iron ore to the steel mill in order to make some cheddar and get our company in the green. Well, would you look at that? Seems like there's a subsidy for moving mail from Sluttingham to Chenhaddon. Well, that money would be a massive help right now. Those cities are pretty far away, and I think it's in our best interest to stay local and build up from there, and motherfucker, that son of a bitch is already going for it. Well, unfortunately, if I let him get that subsidy, he'll most likely take the lead. So, there's really only one logical choice. Besides, I'm sure no one will notice if I, just... That feels better. Well, it seems the city of Sluttingham saw my totally legitimate business practices as a blatant disregard for human life when we accidentally killed 300 of the residents, and they have now forced me to settle for basically every penny I have. And to add insult onto injury, Durham Transport is flourishing off of their portion of the settlement. Now, I know things aren't looking good, but I'm gonna make a few calls and see if there isn't anything I can do to make the situation just a little bit better for us. After some calls, I managed to find a foreign investor group with a surprising amount of capital, more than willing to buy the company. In fact, they were so willing to take on the company that they paid $40 million under the condition that we open foreign branches. They have complete and total control over them, and I ask no questions. I, of course, agreed, since I got to keep overseeing North American operations. Also, I really didn't have a choice, so they basically own me now. After my partners heard about the Durham Transport situation, they told me not to worry about it and move on to the town of Pruttinghead Cross, and this time, now that I've got the capital and no competition, it's time to move more big men than anyone ever has before. After hours of hard work, we have established a fluid delivery network that spans multiple towns and industries and are finally making a profit. In order to celebrate this accomplishment, my foreign investors have invited me to come see their new branch, and I'm really excited to see what new and unique directions they've taken the company in. Oh, I think that's one of our trains. Let's see where it's going. I wonder if it's delivering passengers or goods or. What the fuck?